Lance Stroll has come under intense criticism for his recent performance in Brazil, where he failed to even start the race due to an unusual incident on the formation lap, beaching his car in the sand despite ample space on the asphalt to rejoin the track. As it stands, Aston Martin cannot afford Stroll's crashes and underwhelming performances. With Newey and Honda's upcoming involvement, can we expect sweeping changes for the team based in Silverstone? If so, who might replace Lance? In F1, one of the safest assumptions is that Lance may not be cut out for the sport. Despite his father Lawrence owning the team and vowing that Lance will keep his seat, the situation could shift as Newey and Honda join the Silverstone outfit, with full involvement beginning in 2025 and 2026. The latest mishap occurred in Brazil when Stroll crashed on the formation lap, leading fans to chant for Aston Martin's reserve driver, Felipe Drugovich. Drugovich, a Formula 2 champion, has yet to secure a spot in Formula 1, making it particularly painful to see drivers like Pourchaire, who hasn't won F2, and Colapinto, who didn't contend this season, pass him by. Reflecting on his incident in Brazil, Lance explained, "As soon as I hit the brakes, I had massive rear lock and became a passenger. I've never felt this in the car before, so maybe there's an issue with the brakes we need to investigate. Anything can happen in a race, so being out on lap 1 is tough, but we need to examine it." The hard truth for Aston Martin is that they're possibly the 9th or 10th fastest team, as Alonso noted. Though they reached Q3 when even Mercedes and Red Bull didn't, their lack of race pace left them unable to compete. With the focus now on 2025, is Stroll the right driver to continue the campaign? While Aston Martin's team principal, Mike Crack, appreciates Stroll's technical insights, those skills can be used off the track. Understanding car mechanics and driving at the limit are worlds apart, and Lance has shown he's missing key elements necessary to score points. If this trend persists, Aston Martin could find themselves at the back of the grid in 2025, especially with teams like Haas having impressive second seasons in 2024. Two names stand out as potential Stroll replacements if a change were to occur: Verstappen and Tsunoda, both from Red Bull. For Max to leave Red Bull, the team would need significant underperformance in 2025, although his skill clinched his championship in Brazil. Dr. Marco said that Verstappen races where he can win, and Jos Verstappen echoed this, adding that Max's aggressive driving stems from trying to get the most out of a weaker car. As 2025 unfolds, it will be fascinating to see if Max considers a move. If Verstappen leaves Red Bull, Aston Martin's cutting-edge facilities, soon to include a wind tunnel and Honda engines, might be an attractive option. Jos Verstappen has voiced concerns over Red Bull's lack of accountability and suggested key personnel may depart if Horner remains at the helm. Although controversial, these claims are beginning to play out, and the team risks losing their three-time world champion to a top competitor. The key question is if Verstappen would replace Stroll. Alonso has stated he doesn't plan on retiring soon, and Lawrence Stroll's goal is to bring Verstappen on board, suggesting a Verstappen-Alonso pairing is a prospect Newey and Honda will support. Meanwhile, Tsunoda is close to Honda and may avoid Red Bull for a potential future at Aston Martin. Lawrence Stroll will face a tough choice between keeping Alonso or his son, who is struggling in the sport, but Newey and Honda's involvement won't allow indefinite underperformance. Tsunoda's position with Red Bull is stable for now, but 2024 will reveal if he has a serious shot alongside Verstappen. Red Bull has committed to giving Tsunoda tests, allowing him to work with their engineers and evaluate his performance. With Aston Martin focused on winning with the support of Newey, Honda, and newly hired technical experts from Red Bull and Ferrari, all eyes are on the Silverstone squad. Lawrence may soon have to confront that Lance might not have a place in F1. Although Lance has been comfortable as the team owner's son, Newey and others invested in Aston Martin won't tolerate lost funds for a driver underperforming. With these considerations, Aston Martin faces pivotal choices for 2025. Do you think Verstappen or Tsunoda could replace Lance? Let us know in the comments below, and stay tuned for the latest F1 developments by clicking on the video that's now on your screen.